Hi, Duck fans. I'm here in Las Vegas, Nevada, where the 2021 Pac-12 Men's Basketball Tournament is being hosted here at T-Mobile Arena. Today we have a triple header for you. The first game of the day, we have number 9 Washington State versus number 8 Arizona State. The second game of the day, we have number 10 Washington versus number 7 Utah. And the last game of today, we will have number 11 Cal Berkeley versus number 6 Stanford. There are 3 teams that have byes today and will only see action starting tomorrow in round 2. That's number 1 seed Oregon, number 2 seed USC, and number 3 seed Colorado. This year, there will only be 11 teams participating in the tournament, as University of Arizona will not make its presence known. Arizona will not be participating in this tournament or March Madness later this month due to a self-imposed 1-year ban from postseason play. With Duck TV Sports, I'm Sam Ferris. First round play is concluded here at the Pac-12 Men's Basketball Tournament of 2021, and it was an exciting one with upsets, incredible offensive performances, and nail-biters. There was anything and everything for a basketball fan to watch. The first game, Arizona State and Washington State battled it out until Arizona State came out on top. The Sun Devils will face the Oregon Ducks tomorrow in the second round. The second game of the day was Washington versus Utah. Utah's offensive performance was dominant, draining almost every 3 they shot. Utah eventually came out on top, and they will face off against USC, someone they already upset this regular season. In the last game of the night, Cal Berkeley faced off against 6 seed Stanford. Stanford was expected to win, but Cal Berkeley pulled off the upset, opening up their lead to as many as 20 points in the last half. Tomorrow, we will see Cal Berkeley face off against 3rd seed Colorado. With Duck TV Sports, I'm Sam Ferris. Hi, Duck fans. I'm back here at T-Mobile Arena, where today we have 4 games heading your way. To kick off the morning, we have Arizona State facing off against 1st seed Oregon. Up next, we have Oregon State and UCLA, who will both be seeing their first action of the tournament. The third game of the day, we have Utah facing off against USC. And to wrap up today's activities, we have Cal Berkeley coming off of their big upset victory over Stanford, facing off against 3rd seed Colorado. With Duck TV Sports, I'm Sam Ferris. Round 2 of the Pac-12 Men's Basketball Tournament has wrapped up here today, and it was certainly an exciting one. It kicked off with a blowout victory, followed up by 2 overtime performances and a slow but steady game to wrap up the day. In the first game, the Oregon Ducks glided by the Arizona State Sun Devils, going up by as much as 22 points in the second half. Oregon was able to pull off the victory, winning 91-73. In the second game, 4th seed UCLA and 5th seed Oregon State saw their first action of the tournament. The game went into overtime, and even though UCLA was favored, Oregon State was able to pull off the upset and win the game. Up next, the 2nd seed USC Trojans faced off against the Utah Utes, who just came off an exciting win over Washington. This game certainly did not lack excitement as it went into double overtime. Eventually, USC was able to pull out the win, winning 91-85. In the last game of the day, Colorado and the 3rd seed faced off against Cal Berkeley, who had just upset Stanford in an incredible victory yesterday. After a slow start in the first half, Colorado started looking much more like the 3rd seed team that they are. At the end of the night, Colorado pulled off the win, beating Cal 61-58. To start the semifinal games, Oregon and Oregon State are facing off tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Following right after that, Colorado will face off against USC at 8:30. Make sure to follow us on all things social media to stay up to date with my coverage of the Men's Pac-12 Basketball Tournament. With Duck TV Sports, I'm Sam Ferris. The semifinals of the Pac-12 Men's Basketball Tournament are ready to kick off tonight. To start off the day, we have number 1 seed Oregon facing off against in-state rival Oregon State. The last time these 2 teams met was just the past Sunday, when Oregon defeated Oregon State 80-67. The second game of the day, we have USC facing off against Colorado. The last time these 2 teams met was February 25th, when Colorado took the victory, defeating USC 80-62. With Duck TV Sports, I'm Sam Ferris. The championship game of the Pac-12 Men's Basketball Tournament has been set. In the first game of the day, The Oregon State Beavers started off strong and never eased off the gas pedal. Despite Oregon doing better and having fewer turnovers and more steals and blocks, Oregon State was able to outperform them in rebounds and more than doubled their three-point shooting percentage. At the end of the day, Oregon State was able to walk away winning 75-64 with the upset win. In the second game of the night, the Colorado Buffaloes started off hot, going up by as many as 15 points in the first half. Although the USC Trojans fought hard and came back to tie it in the second, they were unable to hold off Colorado's hot offense, who shot 50% from the three-point range. In the end, Colorado was able to hold out and upset the Trojans, winning 72-70. Oregon State and Colorado last matched up against one another on February 20th when the Buffs beat the Beavs 61-57. Make sure to follow along with my live tweets and read along with my game articles at uoducktv.com. With Duck TV Sports, I'm Sam Ferris. The final game of the Pac-12 men's basketball tournament is here. Oregon State and Colorado are about to match up after both defeating teams to make their way into this game. Oregon State defeated both the 4-seed UCLA Bruins and the number 1 seed Oregon Ducks in order to climb their way into this match. Colorado, late last night, walked away with an upset victory over number 2 seed USC Trojans. The last time that these two teams met was on February 20th in Corvallis, Oregon, when the Buffs defeated the Beavs 61-57. Oregon State will be looking for revenge and their third upset of the tournament, as well as their first ever Pac-12 tournament championship win. The Buffaloes won the title back in 2012, making this just their second ever trophy if they can walk away with the win. Make sure you stay up to date with all things Pac-12 tournament by following Duck TV on both Instagram and Twitter. With Duck TV Sports, I'm Sam Ferris. The Pac-12 men's basketball tournament has concluded, and the champions are none other than the Oregon State Beavers. This is Oregon State's first time ever winning the title at the tournament. This also secures their ticket to the March Madness tournament, making it not just 4 teams going from the Pac-12, but 5. We're looking forward to seeing how the Pac-12 teams do in the upcoming tournament. From Duck TV Sports, I'm Sam Ferris.